Hello everybody, my name is Alan, I'm from Sauber-Lab, and today I will show how you can install Synology NAS OS in your computer or your NAS or your laptop or anything that you have. And in this way you can use this system, of course with some limitations, but you can use this system and try it according your needs. And the reason that I'm posting this video is because some time ago I showed how I changed myself, and with the idea to save money I got a Synology NAS, and at the same time a lot of people start to ask, Alan, how can I install this in my Synology? Or how can I set up it? Or how can I do this? And in this way I can show it. And the people that don't buy the Synology but want to try it and see if this OS work well, you can do it without buy, and if you need or if you think that it's better, you can buy in the future. So if you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show in this video. But first of all, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and let's understand a little bit more about it. Before we start to do any installation or anything, let's go to the basics. First thing, you need to have a computer or a laptop or anything that you're gonna install. Don't need to be really fast or don't need to have lots of RAM, because the US work with low CPU and low RAM memory. But you need to have this computer. Also, you're gonna need to have at least more hard drives connected, because the idea is to make a NAS. So if you want to make a NAS, you need to have 1, 2, 3 hard drives connect. If you want to make a RAID 5, you're gonna need at least 3 hard drives. If you want to do any kind of RAID, you need to have more than 1 hard drive. If you want only 1 hard drive in the network, yes, you can do, but you're not protected against of any failure. Also, you're gonna need something that you're gonna run the US. Why I say something that you're gonna run the US? You can run in your USB, you can run in a SSD, you can run a hard drive, but remember, ideal would be SSD or hard drive to avoid failure. A flash drive can work, yes, can work without any problem for a long time, but has high risk of failure because have a limited quantity of read and write. Once that arrive in this limit, done. No more chance to read or write under this one, and that's a potentially burn really quick compared for SSD. Also the speed, if you consider those, it's a USB 3, and because USB 3 can run quite fast, but if you go for an old computer, they will have USB 2 that's a little bit slower compared for directly SATA connection. For this reason that internal hard drive will be faster compared for USB. But anyway, we're gonna do our installation use a 32 GB USB stick. First thing that we're gonna do, we go in our computer. What we want to show, this one it's my real NAS. This one it's a Synology that I have in-house, and here it's running all my applications with different applications that I can have. If I go for control panel and put updates, I'm using the DS920 Plus with the current US DS711 42962. You're gonna understand why I told it, but in the next stage. So now here is my system, but not gonna show how you can install it or how you can run it. What we're gonna show is what you need to do to install the operating system in another computer. And to do it, here is the website. So I will leave the link in the description, don't worry about it, but it's a community specific for those, and if you come here, this is the post that this person did. And if I click here in GitHub, here is the image that we're gonna do. And if I go a little bit down, it's an automate system. So basically we make it really easy for you. This reason that I want to explain this way. In the past was really difficult because you needed to match the MAC address, you needed to do a lot of others installation, and in this way it's simple, quick and fast. Other thing that's interesting, this option has an option for Proxmox. So if you want to install in a Proxmox server, you can follow these steps and they will show how to install. But we're gonna install in physically in the computer. So if I go all the way up, I will first need to download this US. To download it, I will come here in release. Remember that it's still in beta revision. I believe that soon will be more stable, but this one is still beta, and that's potentially have some issues. Don't worry about it. I tested for some time and it still worked quite well. So now, if we come here, the revision that we need to download is specifically this one. You're not going to install anything else or download anything else because you don't want to see the source code, you don't want to see the updates or anything. You want to see the latest revision. So if I click here, and now I can download. Once that I finish download, I can come here in my downloads, and I need to unzip this file. If I come here, extract it here, before the being extract, it's around 132 megabytes, and after extract, it's around 1 gigabyte. What we're gonna do now, we need to copy this US or this image specific in my USB stick. How I do? I connect my USB stick to my computer, and now I open Balena Edge to do this installation. So I come here, put flash from file, and I will select the file that I have, select the target, so it will be the Kingston, put select, and put flash. Because my USB stick is quite fast, so it will take few seconds to finish to install it and check. So once that I finish to install, I can remove this USB stick and go in for my computer and connect this USB stick to my computer. One thing that you need to remember is that you need to configure it for your computer to boot in this system. You can go for F2. Depending what kind of computer you have, will be different options. Some of those you need to press F2, some of those you need to press F12, and others you need to do different ways, delete. So you need to know your computer, search online, and that you need to open BIOS. In the BIOS you need to set up the preference of setup or for start. You need to set that the start point or the first boot to start will be this USB or your SSD or that specific hard drive that you install. In this way you can do all the installation, otherwise you cannot do all this installation. So now I will go for my computer, and that we can go back in the screen in a second. Once that you connect your USB and define that they will boot with that USB, you're gonna have this page or something similar. What it means that you can access your IP address 2.7681, which will allow you to do the initial configuration. Otherwise, you can go directly for your router and that see what is the initial IP address that it's using for that application. So I know that my IP address will be 192.168.1.253, and I'm using the port 7681. So here it's my configuration. It's a beta version, remember it, and here it's the model that I can choose. Because I want to reflect exactly the same model that I have already, I will go for DS920 Plus and put enter. If you want different tapes or if you want to put more hard drives, I suggest you to choose other options, but for me I will want to use exactly the same because I can compare performance between my Synology NAS and my Sauber-Lab NAS. So now I choose 290 and put enter. In this stage they will pre-set up my system. They will take a little bit to save this configuration, what could affect according from the speed of your USB stick. If you're using SSD will be fast, if you're using a normal pen drive or flash drive will be a little bit slow. So let's wait it finish. Once that you choose the model, then now you need to build the number. So I'll put here and I will select what revision. Remember that we talked that my current Synology NAS it's updated with revision 42962, so exactly the same revision that appear here. If you want a little bit older revision, you can choose, but I suggest you to go for the latest one, that will be the more updated one. So I'll put enter, and they will start to reconfigure all my information and modes for work with this specific revision. So let's wait. Once that's finished to build the number, now we can choose a serial number. This one can be entered manual or random, so we're gonna select random, and that they will generate a serial number. Now what we can do, we can put build the loader. So we'll put build the loader, and that they will start to process and build the load against of that specific revision of US that configured. This one will take a few minutes until they download everything and pre-configure for you. So let's wait. Okay, once that it has been finished to build the loader, now we can go here and boot the loader. What means? Your system will restart, and that will take some minutes, and once that is ready, you're gonna be able to start your Synology NAS. In this way, it will look like that you just got a Synology NAS, plug for the first time, and that will appear exactly the same page. So we're gonna put boot the loader, and we're gonna wait. This one, they will boot the system, will take some time to process everything and restart your system. So what I saw, it's around 5 to 10 minutes. So let's wait this one to finish. Once that finish, restart the system, everything to work. If you come here in the same IP address but port 5000, you're gonna be able to see your Synology first step application. So let's wait. Once that your system restart, you're gonna have this page, what they will classify first time or welcome to Synology. So we put install. We can go next, no problem, because it will be exactly the same revision that is up here. We say yes, I do understand, everything will be raised, all the drives, all the configuration will be raised. I don't care about it, and put continue. And now they will start the installation. What it means, they will start installation, start to install the packs, download all the firmware, and leave everything updated for you. So this one could take a little bit longer because it's a long process, and because I'm using a normal USB stick or Fire Stick, this one take a little bit longer. If I was with SSD, will be much faster. So let's wait this one finish before we go to the next stage. Once that they finish to install this first stage, they will get this page where they will take 10 minutes approximately to restart. What it means, they will take around 10 minutes, potentially a little bit less, but normally take more or less this time. So let's wait again a little bit more. Now we can start to set up our Synology. We'll put start. We're gonna define the name of the server, so it will be beta. My admin, I will be Sauber-Lab. I suggest you never use admin, because if someone tries to brute force, first thing they do, try admin. So don't use it, and try to put a strong password. I don't believe that they will allow you to use a small password or a weak password, so I don't believe that you're gonna be able to put admin. Now you put allowed and put next. We're gonna install all the important DMS packaging for a start, next. And now we're gonna skip. You're not gonna be able to create your Synology account because you're not using really Synology NAS. You're using a substitute NAS or a computer run with this US. So you're gonna need to put skip and put skip anyway, and put submit. And now they will start your application. So first thing that you need to do is create your pool. Let's put create pool, and here we're gonna put start and the different types of pool, different types of RAID. So if I come here, SSH will be RAID 5. If I go for basic or job, will be strip or mirror. So if I leave SSH, normally they need to have at least 3 drives, but we're not gonna worry about it because I only have one and they will work anyway, but I don't have redundancy. So if one of my hard drives fail, I have only one, so all my data is lost. So I come here and put a description, so it will be, we can jump it, not necessary, we can put the drive and put next, continue. I can skip the performance and I put max and I put the volume, so it will be home and put next, BTFS or X24. What I suggest to use this one because it's more advanced. You can make snapshot, you can check integrity, compare for this one that is a simple system. Also, if you have a lot of hard drive, this X4 will not work the way that you expect. So leave as a BTFS and put next. And now they will give overview for all your applications. You put apply and OK. And they will create your RAID or create all these hard drive in one hard drive. Will create your pool basic. What's the problem? If you have lots of hard drive, they will process everything and it will take a little bit longer, but don't worry, after few hours you're gonna be able to use it. I do believe that Synology already allowed you to use it, but with performance issues and you don't have a full capacity. Once that they finish to produce the rate, then you're gonna have the full capacity for your system. So in this way, let's wait and see what's the next page that will show for us. So now just finish configure my pool, and here's the amount of space that I have. I use 78.7 megabytes of data, and I have a total of 436 gigabytes. Here I can run my scrambling. Here is my overview, how many hard drives connect. Because I choose the 920 that have 4 bays, they only appear as one of the bays. If you choose another option, you're gonna have more bays or not. Also, if you have any kind of SSD, you can make look like a cache with those SSD. So now we finish this video for this stage. We can go more in the next video, explain how you can create different users, permissions, pool, SMB, install different applications, and continue on. So if you like this video and think that it was interesting, please don't forget to leave your like, consider subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and see you next time. Bye.